Hi, good night. It's Mona Intofatigable Heights with Coffee Tea or Labrish. And we're here to do our Real Housewives of Dubai. We're here to do our Real Housewives of Dubai review. Um, that I personally was waiting on from last week. I saw an update that there wasn't any Real Housewives of Dubai, and so therefore I didn't produce a video. There are other things that I want to talk about, but like that's my main thing right now. And it's not everything that I'm gonna put my 2 cents into, because for me it's a lot going on, and sometimes we run the risk of censorship and all these other things. So I prefer to just keep myself to myself and keep some thoughts to myself instead of getting involved with all these debates that are going on. There are a couple things that I do want to talk about. I'm gonna make it a separate video because I don't want the videos to be too long. So let's get into it. So Real Housewives of Dubai. We're continuing with our second night in Dubai, and all the ladies are together. We talked about traveling, the traveling voice note, and we're getting to where, why, and how. And so Lisa and Chanel are discussing the details of the voice note, and they're trying to get to the bottom of it. And the one who throws the voice note out on the table, like, is Stanbury. Sarah needs to take accountability for her actions and things she said and done. And to be fair, Chanel did tell Stanbury and Talene not to talk about the voice note until later. So she was going to bring out the voice note whenever she got ready to throw it out there, which would have been her right, because Lisa did send it to her. Maybe it shouldn't be mentioned because Lisa and Ayan are besties. And when you're besties with somebody, you don't really like betray each other's secrets, and you don't betray what you guys have talked about. Like, that's not a part of it. So that was like a little bit, it was very hard to see. It was hard to see Ayan's reaction. It was sad to see Lisa's reaction. Like, it was just a lot. And then this coming in to their friendship is something that no one was expecting, right? So, it feels like a betrayal from Stanbury to send it feels a betrayal. It's a betrayal from Ayan after Lisa. It's a betrayal from Lisa to send the voice note to Ayan. It's a betrayal from Ayan to play the voice note for Stanbury and Talene. It's a betrayal for Stanbury to bring out the voice note at dinner. Okay, so there's betrayal all around. Lisa feels betrayed, and all around the table, it's like Lisa was very sad that Chanel didn't have her back, and so there was no like admission of guilt or anything like that coming from Sarah. Right, so it feels like a betrayal. And then Sarah, so let's play the voice note. They play the voice note. The voice note is saying, I'm not a fan of Brooks. If you're not a fan of Brooks, but you're still defending Brooks, then it's it's right is right, wrong is wrong, but you did the right thing. To be honest, I'm not a fan of her either. And then it's like, okay, well, who's Sarah talking about? So this is how the voice note got out in the first place, because Lisa is like, is Sarah talking about Brooks? And Chanel is like, I don't know. And then Chanel, I don't know if they both came to the consensus that Sarah was talking about Brooks. So Chanel played the voice note for Talene and Stanbury with the consensus that the voice note was about Brooks. So everybody thought they had something over Brooks. Anyway, so they played the voice note, Brooks, Sarah, Talene. Everybody comes to the consensus that the voice note is about Talene, right? Because Sarah's like, you were shouting out, where's your husband? Where's your husband? And I didn't like that. And so I wasn't feeling you at the time. And so, they squashed that. So it's escalating because Chanel is upset with Stanbury, right? For like throwing everything out there, and they're throwing her under the bus like that. And also Lisa is saying, you know, I can't trust you. Like, why would you do this to me, and so on. So apparently Anne is thinking that, you know, you should like reprimand her instead of in front of the girls alone. And it's like a lot of emotions, and Anne leaves the table and she goes off to her room to go out like gracefully, like, oh, I'm just gonna leave because if I don't, you know, I'm gonna snap. So even with all that, Lisa is like, okay, they're getting ready to go out, and Lisa's like, well, let me just go tell her, like, let's go or whatever, out to party. So Lisa goes to the room. um when she goes to the room, Ayan goes off on her, and she's like, why did you do this to me in front of them, and this and that or whatever. She feels disrespected. She then Lisa feels disrespected. She goes out, she calls the two husbands. She called her husband first, she couldn't get to him, so she called the other husband. Okay, so Lisa and Brooks have a moment, and Brooks is like, okay, what happened? And she's like, well, Chanel went off on me and this and that. She's like, went off on you? And she's like, yeah. And Brooks is like, okay, forget about her, let's go out, we're gonna enjoy ourselves, let her just stay in for the night or whatever. And they went out. So then they're traveling in the car, and Sabah and Sarah and Stanbury are in one car, and Talene, Brooks, and Lisa getting in the other car. So Stanbury and Sarah are talking about the whole situation and saying that Ayan shouldn't be mad because, well, she's the one who played the voice note, and Stanbury goes, she knows she shouldn't have played that voice note for us. Stanbury threw Ayan under the bus, and then she kicked her while she under the bus. Right there, so. Anyway, so, whatever. This is like, to me, that's Karen foolishness right there. This is not what, we do, okay? So, yeah, Sarah agrees that Ayan should be on timeout because Anne is not out with them. She's in her room soaking because she's not feeling, you know, like the situation went the way she would have wanted it to go. And she's like upset because she's the one who did the wrong thing. Brooks is like, Chanel needs to be on timeout, and she's not worried about her being with them. All right. So they get to a club in Bali, and they're enjoying themselves, and then Talene decides to play matchmaker and grab some guy from across the way to come and talk to Sabah and Brooks. Sabah neatly move herself out the way. Brooks is like, oh, you know, what's your name? He's like, my name is Fabio. She's like, you know, what do you do here in Bali? And he's like, oh, you know, I'm general manager of a club. And they're like, okay, let's ditch this place. He takes them on a little club hopping, and they go from one club to the other enjoying themselves. But they did say that the alcohol out there is like really cheap alcohol, and it's like Stanbury said that they're drinking like petrol, like gasoline, right? So it must be some really bad alcohol, right? Whatever tequila they're drinking, it's not the great tequila, okay? Anyway, so they went on. Fabio is cute, but the long hair, like, he looks a little older and like he's running down his youth. So I don't know. Maybe Fabio needs to, like, I don't know. Everybody wants his hair like Fabio is all right. Whatever. So not Talene, but Saba's outfit, she has on this green, and it's like green sequins top and bottom with an inside piece. I'm kind of surprised to see her wearing a crop top, like showing that skin, but I do love the outfit. I wanted to see it more, like a close-up of what her outfit was. I think that would have been really nice to see. Lisa was wearing her two-piece outfit as well. Her outfit was giving business casual, like, it's casual, but it's business. So it's like a day to night wear that she's wearing with the two pieces. It's really cute. Sarah is wearing a black two-piece with a ruffle top. It's not, it's not calling out to me in any way specifically. Stanbury is wearing her jean shorts, like some cute jean shorts with a little white shirt. Looking super casual. I love the shirt. While we're here, remember it is Mona Indefatigable Heights, Indefatigable, Timeless, Unstoppable. Not done, not finished, just can't tired, can't done, not quit, never go stop, just keep going. Heights. With coffee, tea, or Labrish. You know, we said coffee, we drink tea, and we Labrish both people. So tonight we are Labrish both, the Real Housewives of Dubai, and we sipping tea and we having a little coffee. I don't get my sippy cup yet, but tonight, what I'm looking to get into, if I do feel like I want to have something, is going to be this version of the Bartanura. Remember I told you my favorite Bartanura would be the blue bottle? So it is the Moscato d'Asti. I live and die for this. I live and die for a bottle of this. I live and die for this chilled. I live and die for this anyhow. Like, this is my go-to drink, my go-to wine. If I'm having any type of wine, Moscato has to be. Bartanura has to be. And in addition to that, this is my favorite. So it's the Moscato d'Asti. This is like super sweet. It does have like a little spritzer taste to the Bartanura wines. It's really calming. It's not dry at all, and it's just a great taste for the palate. So this is my favorite one that I told you about, and I said I have a couple bottles in the house. So yeah, this is also a gift. So I definitely have to go ahead and bring out my Bartanura tonight. But let's move on. So now, Lisa's outfit, Sabah. I'm waiting for Sabah to kind of like open up and give me more of her fashions. Like, show me what she's really got. That's what I'm looking for. And I think she's like, I think we're gonna see more of Sabah's like fashion sense and style coming out, because she seems young, right? She's one of the younger ones, and she's beautiful. Her body's beautiful. Like, she looks good. I'm slowly warming up to her, in the sense of, okay, she's here, and what is she giving? So that's what I'm looking for now. Like, okay, let's see if she'll make it. Like, she does try to get herself involved in the scene. She does try to give a little input here and there. So I'm loving it. I just need her to like go off, sort of like, tell us about yourself, show us yourself. Like, where do you live? Like, what's your passion? Tell us something about you other than Sarah's friend and you showing up to the events or whatever is happening. Like, what is your life? Are you a housewife? Are you single? Oh no, she's single because they try to hook her up, right? Taline did. So yeah, she's apparently single. I don't know if she's that single, because she quickly got herself out of the way of Fabio and was like, oh yeah, you can have my seat. So let me see exactly what's really popping off right here, because I'm just not sure. I know that I think she's from Palestine. So I know that it's not like her fashions have to be a little bit modest, more modest than we would see like on a housewife, or regular, celebrities or people that we see on our TV screens. So I'm giving her a little bit of time to kind of like show us what she's got. But that green outfit was like this shade, and it was nice and pretty and shiny, and I did like the little crop inside. I like it as a nice little three-piece outfit. I was feeling it. And I would definitely love to see more. Brooks had on a white dress with like the diamond chains to the side, and she had on some really beautiful diamond hang, like drop earrings. It was like not like a horseshoe, but like reminiscent of a horseshoe, like a fork, like a two-pronged fork. Diamond earring look, and it was really cute. So I love that with her dress. I'm here for it. It's simple. It was a simple dress, but Brooke, sometimes she comes simple, chic, and sometimes it's like really, beautiful, like really, opulent, luxurious look. Like, very rarely does she like go all out. And then I believe that she also dresses for the event. So that's not a bad thing for a night in the town on Bali. it's a cute dress. I've seen, you know, forms of that before. So I like it. It's definitely something that I would wear. I would wear Sabah's outfit. I would wear Lisa's outfit. Um, and also, well, so Taline was wearing a nice purple dress. Taline and um Brooke's dress are like on the same level to me. It's like really simple fashion, but you know I love a lavender, so I was loving her dress, but not like oh over the top, like oh this is great or something to write home about. But you know it was cute. Um, girl, Taline, her I think it's a new confessional look, if I'm not too sure. She's wearing a black velvet dress. It's beautiful with a nice neck piece. Oh my god, I just wanted to come close and snatch that neck piece off her neck. Like, Telly, let me hold that. I wanted to go into her jewelry armoire and take that out and put it around his neck. Like, oh god, I'm in love with this piece right here. Like, it's like skeleton look. Like it's really beautiful and I'm dying over it. Okay. As I go through using this platform to do my videos, I think that I will start to incorporate more things as I go along that will be able to like coincide with what it is that I'm talking about. So just give me some time to get myself into the groove of using, you know, this platform to make my videos versus the old platform that I was using, because I do like this. And I do like the fact that, you know, you're gonna know what I'm talking about as soon as the video, like the video is coming, going, whatever. It's like, okay, boom, this is what we're talking about, right? Yeah. So, um, now, what else are we talking about? Chanel is home in bed catching disease while they're out. Chanel sleeping very good. Um, she just off to La La Land, Willie Blinken and Nod style. She's out of it and everybody's enjoying themselves. Um, I don't know why she did that, because like we have come to Bali and you should be out there enjoying yourself. Like Chanel should have found some way. I think she was a little bit, yes, embarrassed about like the move that she made, but then she also was saying in her confessional that before they sat down to eat, she had talked to Lisa about the voice note, and she was telling Lisa that Stanbury wanted to bring out the voice note. So she kind of was like giving Lisa a little hint. I did go over to the Twitter streets and I saw Lisa saying that Chanel tried to like mention it right before they went out to eat. Production separated them, and so she didn't really get to understand or know or um catch whatever it is that Ayan was really saying. So she was blindsided because Ayan is like upset with Lisa because she's like, Lisa is acting like she didn't know that Ayan had played the voice note for Stanbury and them by embarrassing her in front of everybody else. So that was something, right? So she's upset about that because she was really upset with Lisa. And as like Twitter streets are saying, like, why is Anne so upset when Anne is the one who went and betrayed Lisa's trust by releasing this voice note and making this into a whole big deal? I'm not sure why she's doing that. But she's trying to say that Lisa knew about her sharing the voice note with them. And so like her attitude in front of them was not very like best friend like, right? For Lisa, I don't know if she really understood what Anne was saying or she was trying to make herself look good in front of Sarah because she did share Sarah's voice notes with Ayan, right? And so I would definitely want to like pull myself out of that by saying, oh, I didn't know this and I didn't know that. And, you know, she's like, I can't trust you. Chanel was not feeling that at all. Lisa wasn't feeling it. Chanel wasn't feeling it. But we have come to day 3 of Bali. So, Sarah and Sabah are at the breakfast table and they're getting breakfast together, and Chanel comes in and she's in this yellow outfit, right? It's like for a day on the beach because I believe that, oh yeah, they were going to the waterfalls in Bali. For today is like Sarah's day for like it's the pray part of the retreat. And so now they're going off to this place to kind of like go into waterfalls to like absorb spiritual energy through water and whatever else Sarah has planned. And this is what they're doing. So everybody's dressed for that. So Chanel is wearing this cute one piece. So Chanel comes in her yellow, as you see, it's so yellow. Yeah. So you know, I'm not the generous queen. I'm the yellow queen. I love a yellow. But then in comes Lisa in this lavender three-piece with the coat and the tights and the crop. And her sneakers are lavender. And I'm like, why are they doing this to me? They're both wearing my favorite color. Like my eyes are going from one to the other. So I love Ayan's bathing suit look because it's reminiscent of the one she had on for day 2 in Bali, I believe, with the teal, with the chains. That was reminiscent, but I think that was a one piece. I didn't get to see for sure on when they showed us the episode. But this yellow is a 2-piece, and you know I love a yellow. I don't know about the cover up, like it's cute, but it could do something else. Like I would, I don't know. I don't know. I would have to like adjust this thing somehow, some way to like put it on my body. Loving Lisa's look. Dressed down, casual. I think that it was her, if I'm not sure, it was her bathing suit with the tights. I'm not sure. It was a crop looking item that she had on with that lavender look. And I was really loving that. So it was a little hard to see them having these problems. And then so like they start talking at the table about, last night. No, it was fun and everything. And then Chanel was like, yeah. And she's like, Lisa, I want to apologize. And Lisa's like, oh my God. And they walk off and they both go off to the side and they have a little moment together and they talk about it and they talk it out. And Chanel said, I was petty. I shouldn't have done what I did, which was, I don't think Lisa was that mad about the releasing of the voice note as much as how much she felt that Ayan disrespected her when they were in that room together, not knowing what Ayan said, but Ayan was also saying that Lisa put her in a dark place. So whatever she did is because of the darkness that she felt that Lisa put her in. And that kind of hurt, because what are you, like, no, like, why, like, you're too mad and upset about something that began with you. Unless I was going to call my friend and be like, oh, look, I'm going to play this for Stanbury them because Sarah need to get called out because Sarah do too much. Sarah over here going like says she are Mother Teresa or Gandhi or Kofi Annan, the ex-UN leader or something. And when she want peace and when me look, she over here start talk about Brooks. But it wasn't like that. Like apparently Lisa didn't know that Chanel was sharing this with anybody else. And so yeah, of course I'm gonna be like, what is happening? So it's a he versus she said she said moment. And that's hard to see with the girls because so far they've been a united front against everything else that's going on. And even back to this, like when Lisa told Brooks that Chanel went off on her, she's like, oh, she went off on you? And Lisa was like, yeah, she went off on me and she did this and she did that. And Brooks was like, in the confessional, she's like, yes. And she's like happy that it's what I'm have problem. And she's like, oh, this thing is breaking down and da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, okay, so do you like Lisa or not? Because these people are friends and it seems like their friendship is failing. And if you really like somebody, like, why would you be happy to see them sad? Because the failing of the friendship is making Lisa sad. So, like, what are you really saying? I'm not sure. So that was a thing, right? And then we moved on from that. So we're in Bali. Lisa and Chanel, they hug, they make up. They're like, let's promise to never have anything like this happen again. So I want to know why today they still not talking. I'm confused. Like, I got to see the rest. Like, I really got to figure this out because they made up. So what happened? All right. They leave out and they go off to the retreat in the waterfall space that Sarah has planned. So let's talk about the women going to the retreat. So we talked about Lisa's outfit. We talked about Chanel's outfit. Um, I don't know. I guess we really didn't see um anybody else's outfit um that much for going off to the scene in Bali. I don't know. Maybe I'll look and make an amendment or an edit because I don't remember. It's, all I remember is the dinner scene and these two. What is Sabah wearing? I don't know. Sarah is wearing a t-shirt and a skirt. I'm asking myself what is Sarah wearing in this scene, but I know that she's going off to the waterfall, so maybe Sarah's body is nice. Sarah done did a lot of surgery. Sarah look good. Sarah needs to give me more fashion on a regular basis, like not today and then tomorrow. I don't know what you like. You know, like give it to me. Just like dash it palm me without wanting. Like just fling it palm me the whole. Like just give me everything where you have. Remember just have to say yeah you girl, yeah you. Um, I don't know. Stanbury. I don't know. What is it? I don't know. Nothing else. Stanbury's outfit for the dinner in Bali night two. She had on this white shirt and the jeans shorts, as I said, and then she threw a blazer over it to kind of bring it from like casual to like chic. And she had on these white platform sandals. Not bad looking, was really dressed, not too dressed up according to what everybody else's fashions are like. And I think that even though Stanbury does like influencing, and then even though she's like, you know, I think she could be more opulent in her dressing, like come out. Yeah, for the day in the waterfall, she was wearing like a jumpsuit. First of all, Stanbury had a hangover, so I know she did not feel like getting out of the bed. She didn't feel like going outside. Like I'm gonna give her a pass for whatever she was wearing, even just her whole like walking and everything. Like everything was just like, ugh, I don't want to be here. On the bus, in the car, on the way to the waterfall, she's like, I don't want to be here. Like I want to be home and stuff. I'd rather be in bed. Like, can I just like, you know, dodge this or whatever? And it was like, I know. And then like, so she's throwing up, right? They step out of the car. She's throwing up. Who's with her? Taline is out there. Is it Taline? Yes. They pull over the car, so Taline is helping her to like relieve herself. She's throwing up or whatever. Sabah and Sarah in the car having a moment, and Sarah's like, it's so annoying because, you know, I want positive energy and this is too much for me and so on. And Sabah goes, she's so annoying, like Stanbury. They talk about Stanbury. She's like, oh, she's so annoying with everything that she's talking about with her cracks and her jabs and this and that. And I'm like getting like aggravated where Sarah's like, what are you doing? Like, shut up. Sarah's looking for the cameras. Like, Sabah, don't do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Sabah, hold your tongue because right now I don't have time for talk. We can talk about it later when we're not up on the camera and we're off camera. Then we can have this candid conversation. Sabah, what are you doing? Like, nobody goes up against Stanbury like that. Like, I don't know what was going on in Sarah's mind. But then I was like, oh no, Sarah, I think Sarah's a good friend. Like, I would love to see what kind of friendship Sarah really, really has. I think Sarah and Sabah are really friends because Sabah was even like massaging her in the car at one point. Like, I think they're super close, right? So I need to see them like having lunch together, having dinner together, doing something off to the side, talking, discussing whatever they want to discuss or whatever together alone. Let me see the friendships, like the blossoming of the friendships, like the reality of the friendships or whatever. That's something that I would love to see. These are the moments that I live for, because they're candid and it's not like she's doing something for the camera. Like, they're really like, they would have like hid that from the camera for sure. So like, what? Give it to me. Chanel is upset. Oh, Tony Malt was also present in the episode because she was doing Chanel's makeup for the day trip. I love to see it. I love to see Tony. She's definitely a plus for the show and having her on there. Chanel having her do her makeup. Like, yes, girl, kudos. Um, Stanbury says Chanel needs cleansing. So, for some reason, what's her name? Stanbury says that Ayan needs cleansing because Ayan walked in and she didn't say hi to her. She's not talking to Stanbury. Like, she's really not talking to Stanbury at this point. They have the so the day at the waterfall. So they go in, it's some Hindu, you know, um centric um moment. And so they're like meeting with the guide, and he's like, oh yeah, you're gonna give offerings and make a prayer to these Hindu gods right here. And the Hindu gods are lined off down the path, and as you're going down the path, you have to give offerings to the gods so that whatever it is that you are doing at the end when you go into the waterfalls to get cleansed, that you give them the offering first, and so that they can bless your offering and your cleansing, right? So Lisa says, I'm not comfortable with this because, Jamaican people, we are like very Christian centered, and like Jamaican people don't care about their religion. Like, yes. And they also boast that we have the most churches per square mile in Jamaica. That's like history, tea, facts. Um, Very religious people. Um, Religion has taken a nosedive apparently in Jamaica because a lot of things that we wouldn't normally do, we are doing. Like, we're out there and doing all that. But Lisa has every right to refrain from doing this if she doesn't want to because of her religion. Like, my religion says, as she's saying, Christianity, have no other gods before me. So she's not going to pray to no other God, and she's not going to make offerings to any other God. Like, that's just, you just don't do that as a Christian, right? If you're doing that, then you're like not, it's not Christian like. Let's say that. Like, let's not be judgy. I'll make sure I put this out the right way. So she didn't want to do that. It's her prerogative. She don't have to do that if she don't want to, because if it's something is against your religion, we normalize being able to say this is against my culture, this is against my religion, this is against my way of life. Normalize that behavior instead of normalizing the behavior of going along with everything just because everybody else is doing it. So kudos to Lisa because she know where she come from, and she know Jamaican people are gonna look upon her like, where she had do over there so with Buddha and Krishna and Vashti and the rest of them and Kali and all of them, with the Hindu people them offer prayers and offering with all type of food and incense and all type of something, and a sort go, right? She know where she come from, and know it's a different type of, they ain't gonna cancel her, but like in herself as a like a person or whatever our spiritual belief is, that normalize the behavior. Okay, normalize the behavior, right? So what else, is there anything else? Okay, so now Stanbury decides that she don't want to go in the waterfall. She done gave all the offering. She done gave the prayer. She done did all the steps. She done came up to the waterfall. She decided she don't want to go in there. She got her phone. Maybe she didn't want to bring it in the water. I'm not exactly certain why Stanbury felt like, because I feel like if you're hungover, like maybe her here, I don't know what Stanbury's personal reasons were for not wanting to go into the waterfall. But I feel like, I don't, me personally, I'm going to wash off the makeup, take off the wig. Like, give me a, me, hello, back in the day, I'm going to swim in with one wig, with, like little short, tired, synthetic wig from long time days. My friend Kim, when she passed away, God bless the dead, come on, some more you really bad. You swim with the wig and the wig. Nah, come on, can me tie that pan, me tie the two things them at the back. I want to see my love, no sir. But if me no say me, I go at one place which part me I forgot get my ear wet, me forgot underwater, anything like that. Forget about the makeup, but here with me I say, me I wear one tired wig for that scene there. I'm gonna ask Christ. Alright? Come here going to the water, I go do my have to do. Me need to go in the waterfall, go get some of them blessing there. Even if I never pray along the way, I never offer along the way, me that won't want to jump in the water. Not only that, if I feel hangover, like healing waters, like I gotta get some of this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is natural now. Forget about Buddha and Krishna and Vishnu and, you know, Kali and, you know, Ganesh and, you know, everybody else. And let me just have the waterfall. You know what I'm saying? Is it hot? Is it warm? What is it cold? Is it, oh, do you feel like, you know, like, how do you feel? And screaming and shouting out, like releasing my problems out into the what? It was so nice to see. And what's Lisa doing that together, like having that therapeutic moment, and also Brooks, and I believe it was Brooks and Talene, or was it Brooks and Sarah? I think it was Brooks and Sarah. Like, it was just a good moment. Stamber over there sitting there like, me, I shall not enter the water, none at all. Don't ask for me, don't look for me, not do you need. Some of them say, yeah, you girl, cause you don't make your mind up already. So what do people them for do? And all of that went through, and they went back to the house, and now it's night 3 of Bali, right? And so Lisa says, we're having dinner, and I went ahead and I got us some dresses for tonight's dinner, right? So she says she got some dresses for tonight's dinner so that they can, you know, have a little couture look, like a little traditional wear for, you know, what the custom is in Bali. So she reached out to some designer in Bali, and she has all these beautiful Bali wear type dresses for all of the women to wear. So Sabah and Sarah jump lovingly into their dresses. Chanel jumps lovingly into her dress. Lisa's in her dress. And they have Brooks and Brooks and Talene and Stanbury, and Brooks, Talene, and Stanbury, and they are complaining about their dress. And they're saying that they don't like the dresses. The dresses don't fit the way that they want it to. The dresses are not couture. Stanbury says the dress must come off a maid. Those dresses didn't come off no maid, Stanbury. Move along. Move around. Move around. Be versatile. Like, your issues them are come out, and me know say you go out this morning, you're hungover, you come back, you never sleep, dinner is in an hour, you're frustrated, you want to sleep, and now you have to deal with this. Better you say that, but don't talk about the clothes, because nothing wrong with those clothes. Those clothes look good. The fashions look like up to the time, right? Lisa was kind enough to do something like that, and they have a problem with it. So them 3 had a problem, whatever. So this is kind of like how the episode ended, on that note, with the fashions and stuff. I love to see, because when Lisa came out in her dress and her fan, baby, it was like, yes, she's on point and looking good. Chanel look good. They look good. I don't know why they didn't, like, Stanbury tie the thing around the dress now and make it and fix it up and make it look good. Make somebody help you if you don't know how to wear it. Them complain about the color, them complain about the material, them complain about the clothes, and it's a complaint some of them know for a reason. My love, anyhow, it went through. That was the episode. I don't know if I missed anything. If I missed anything, just drop down in the chat below and let me know if I missed anything. And tell me if you think Stanbury just miserable. It doesn't take away that she's growing on me. It doesn't take away from the fact that I love, like, I'm laughing at things that she says and stuff. But she was just miserable in this episode. And I know she was hungover. And I feel like that had a lot to do with it. Like, you know, you just don't want to be there and doing this at this time. But she did let loose at the club. That was cute to see. Tell me about Sabah. Do you think Sabah's fashions are going to be, like, increasingly appealing as the season goes on? What about Sarah? Do you think Sarah is going to give us more of her fashions and make us see exactly what, like, her fashion style is overall, not just the hats? Like, I know you wear a hat with every outfit, but give me something else. Lisa and Chanel, do you think they're going to be able to maintain the relationship? Sarah and, no, Stanbury and Brooks, are they going to be able to make up? Will Brooks, Talene, and Stanbury become a trio that will be in opposition to the other girls. Like, what's gonna happen? Remember, you've been watching Cafetiere Labrish. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I upload a video. Have a great night. Thank you.